Well, I'm Steve Harrison. This is Harrison Dairy, located in Loudon, Tennessee, eastern part of Tennessee. We milk 700 cows 3 times a day, and have been in the dairy business 70 or 80 years. We were milking at 2 old facilities and decided we needed to update and consolidate the cows and put them together, and we wanted to stress cow comfort. We wanted comfortable cows. We wanted a place that was good for employees to work and those kind of issues, and then we wanted a place that would build itself to high production. And so we tried to incorporate all those and to put it together in a facility that would work incorporating those ideas.
The more comfortable the cow is, the better return she'll give to you. Cows are creatures of habit similar to people, and the better you treat them, the better they treat you. So we're looking for higher production, that she's more comfortable, she has more downtime, better blood flow in the udder. All those things contribute to higher production, which is higher profitability for the producer. The customer that has selected these fans here, Steve Harrison, is kind of on the market's edge. He's a very high producing herd. He pays a lot of attention to detail, and I think that's why he's successful today. My name's Eric Risser with Valley Farmers Co-op. When Steve asked me to help him design this facility, he had several things that he wanted to incorporate in the new facility, and one being primary was cow comfort. And ventilation was a very important part of that, and that's why he chose the Big Ass fans for good ventilation. These barns each have 6 fans in them. The building is 132 feet wide, 336 feet long, and we have 6 Big Ass fans in each building.
We wanted to go with loose housing, to be able to house cows not in free stalls but in loose housing. We wanted to go with a packed barn, and those are developed into a composting pack. We're on a bedded compost, and one of our main aspects to that bedded compost and bedding cows in that loose housing is trying to dry that bedding as much as possible when the weather would permit. By drying the bedding, we could use less new bedding into the barns. So the big fans were brought in for that ideal to not only cool cows in hot weather, but to dry the bedding even in cool weather.
My name is Dale Jury. I'm the Agricultural Sales Manager for Big Ass Fans. With these 18-foot fans, you're moving 101,000 CFM from each fan. This air is coming down, hitting the bed pack and moving out. This is doing a great job of drying the bed pack. And in the wintertime, as these barns are not curtained like the traditional freestall barns you see in the north, he uses the Big Ass fans in the wintertime for air circulation in the barn. He's getting production between 80 and 90 pounds per cow. This is kind of a hybrid of a lot of different ideas he's seen, and he's the only farm in this area to try it this way.
As temperature goes up, cows produce a lot of heat by digesting large quantities of feed, and they produce a lot of heat. And it's very important to keep them as cool as you can in the summertime, and even spring and fall, we're trying to cool cows. If it gets extremely hot, anybody in the dairy business knows that production suffers very fast.
We're looking for air exchanges. So we want high oxygen levels. That helps with respiratory problems. We are in the southeast, so we have very hot, humid conditions. A day like today is not as humid, but most days are very humid. They have an open ridge on these buildings, and typically your natural ventilation would be out that ridge. But we noticed that we are actually drawing air through the ridge and out the eave, and that was something that surprised us. Energy was something that he looked at. Big Ass fans helped me with how many kilowatts that the fans would use in comparison to a lot of stir fans with 1/2 horsepower, 1 horsepower motors. So that was another conscious decision on the fans.
They do use a lot less energy than the small fans, and that is a big factor. What little trouble we've had has been warranted, so nothing major on the maintenance on the fans. They've been very helpful and stood behind their product. This is a hybrid facility. You'll probably never see another one built just like it, but it's unique, and I just thought they worked good in combination with the kind of facility I was building. I would recommend them to people who were housing cows in loose housing or special needs barns, because you're doing the combination of cooling cows and drying the facility, drying the area. Well, it stands out, and of course, when you have the refrigerator as your spokesman, you know, I mean, it's an eye catcher. It's an eye catcher.